Oh, and welcome to the Temple of Tomes with your host, Indie Comics Jones. Today is December 14th, 2022. This is episode 553, I believe. Today we're looking at Hell to Pay. This is the issue number 1, coming in at $3.99, a whopping $3.99 from Image Comics. And we here on the cover, we have Sebastian and May. I believe that's how you say her name. This is Charles Soule writing this, who we've highly recommended his 8 Billion Genies, and that's coming up to a close. Now, this is going to be a huge series. I just want to say this is a recommend. It reads like a comic book. However, the concept story behind it is big budget movie. Think of it in terms of like National Treasure, the Nicolas Cage movie, or even the Brendan Fraser, the Mummy movie, something like that. I mean, this has the potential of being huge. Now, the caveat, if you do start getting invested in this, they plan on doing 7 books. Not 7 issues, 7 books. Each book will be 7 issues. And this first book is following the journey of Sebastian and May. Now, very interesting concept, and we'll get into that during the story. Let's take a quick look to see who else worked on this. I did like the artwork in this, and I thought the colorist did a good job as well. Here we get right in here, Charles Soule. And it's two books in a row that I've recommended him on, 2 stories, separate stories. Will Sliney, I believe it's Sliney, I'm not sure exactly. He is the artist. Rachel Rosenberg, the colorist, and Chris Crank. We've seen his work before as the letterer. There was a number of other covers done for this book, and we'll take a look at the cover gallery. Now we get this opening scene where we get someone that's kind of like a competitor for Elon Musk, because Elon's name, it gets dropped a bit in this story. And May's here. She's actually trying to seduce him. She's after something, and he is starting to fall for it, and she's playing tough. Like, he wants her as part of his collection. He is a collector. He's super rich. He's did it his money in finance. And as we see as we're walking along, he's showing her all the things that he has created. He's resurrected a Tasmanian tiger from Australia that went extinct in the 1960s. He's just got that much power. So there's a little bit of Jurassic World in there. And then he sits her down, and there's the Mona Lisa. He says, the one in the Louvre is fake. This is the real one. So evidently this guy's got a ton of money and can do everything. And this is where the big concept comes in. So she's not completely sold on it, or she's acting like she's not completely sold on it. And he says, well, he just wants to let you know that what if there is a way into hell, and he knows about it. And we start getting this subplot about hell and how the souls there have to slave and work until they pretty much just perish. And at one point, the slaves did an uprising, and the uprising was finally put down by the demons down there. And it looked as though all was to be lost. However, one person escaped, and he escaped with what they call the hell coins, 666 of them, to be exact. While the ruckus was going on, he slipped out of hell. And he had these coins with him, and each coin can summon a demon and do kind of give them their wish. So, and I believe there is a cost when you do spend one of these coins. And the example they give is the tulip speculation in Holland, where a man said, I only have a field of tulips. It's not worth much. And he said, well, we'll make them, the tulips, valuable. And so I guess that is one of the first big speculations in history. Drove the price of tulips way up and made that man rich. So she says, okay, this hell coin, you know, she spilled the beans. She has this magic dust that she blows in his face. And McReady, that's his name, the rich man, Ian McReady, has fallen down, knocked out. She gives a call to her cohort, Sebastian, and apparently they are married. I did not know this at the beginning of the story, but you find that out later. And he has to kind of break into this mansion on his own now, but he does have with him, on him, a magic sword that helps him take down all the numerous guards and security that are around the place. I'm going through this very fast. There's other details in here. And then they give the backstory of why they are after these hell coins. It turns out they made a deal with something called the Shrouded Castle. And 15 years ago, it doesn't say what happened exactly, but they are both gotten in some kind of bad accident. And the Shrouded Castle healed them. But in return, they have to find all the coins. And I guess there's like 300 coins to be found still. So there's a safe up in the bedroom. There's a vault down in the basement. Sebastian's attacking the vault. And he finds the coin, but the only way he can do it is get it out is to use his sword, which kind of wrecks the sword. So he in turn sees all the stuff down in the basement. I'm not sure what's down there that really sets him off, but he decides to burn the place down. And he says he meets up with May, and shows her that he got the coin. Well, it turns out she got one too. So this is a dilemma because this is supposed to be the last coin, and they're in a little bit of a fix now because if there's more coins out them, that means they can't go on to live their own life. That was the guarantee. Find all the coins, we make you healthy again, and then you can go on and live your lives, your happy lives. So they're kind of stuck with this dilemma. They pull everybody out of the burning house apparently, and then they question Ian McReady, saying, "Where'd you get this coin? Why do you have two of them?" And apparently he signed some kind of NDA, and as he's about to disclose, something happens to him. He gets blown up. So now they have to deal with it on their own. What are they going to do? There's other little subplots in here I don't want to go into and give everything away in case you are interested in discovering some of this on your own. But you can see there they are signing the deal to go after these coins. And then we end with the final shot why there's more than the expected coins still out there to be found is, I guess, someone used a hell coin to create a machine that creates more hell coins, or maybe pulls them from hell. I don't know exactly. So there you go. That is where we're up to. That's how the first issue ends. And this is, if you want to read this, pause this video and read this. If you're on a computer, maybe you can pause it and read it. Here's the next issue. Anyway, this blurb up here that we're looking at, this tells me that there's going to be up to 42 or around 42 issues planned for Hell to Pay. So that's a long time. That's like 3 to 4 years worth of storyline. But they are 7 different stories, or 6 different stories, I should say. So yes, this is pretty epic in its range, just like the last story that Charles Soule said was writing, 8 Billion Genies, and there's an ad for it. 8 Billion Genies right there. Total different artist on this, but both artists were very unique. Yeah, that's a recommend as well. Let's take a quick look at the gallery. I'm trying to do this as quick as I can because I'm a little under the gun tonight. Gotta go to work. There you go. So I'm assuming those are the other covers available. And there you go. Here's a close-up of one of the Hell coins. And it says Hell to Pay on it, which I'm not sure that is on it, the Hell coin itself. This is cover A, by the way. don't know if it says they're on there or not, but there you go. So it is a recommend. Go out, run out, and get it, especially if you've enjoyed 8 Billion Genies. I think you'll like this. The writing in it is comic book, a little melodramatic, but the story is high concept, very interesting, and the pace in this book is extremely fast. It really moves. And it's easy to understand as well, which I enjoy. Okay, so thanks for stopping by and watching this review of Hell to Pay. As always, please like, please subscribe if you haven't. Please leave comments. I'm way behind. I'm sure there's another issue or two of Hell to Pay out. And we'll see you next time at the Temple of Tomes. This is Indie Comics Jones bidding you adieu.